Dry January continues on a Beer Snobs Cheap Brew Review. Guinness Zero Non-Alcoholic Draught coming up before the big winter storm hits. What am I going to give it out of 5 stars? And welcome to the beer garden in front of the fireless pit. We literally have a winter storm about to blow in with like 50, 60 mile an hour winds. So I wanted to get this brew review in on the Dry January edition for Guinness Zero Non-Alcoholic Brew by overwhelming request. And before we get too deep into this, please let me know what town and state or town and country you are viewing from. I love reading where my viewers are watching from. And while you're at it, please tap that subscribe button down below. I appreciate your sub and support. Mill Valley, California, checking in. Thank you for watching. Owasso, Oklahoma. Thank you. Key West, Florida. Could not be farther from Key West right now, weather-wise. I spend a couple weeks a year in Key West, Florida. Love it down there. Quebec City, Canada, and Dublin, Ireland here watching the brew review. And of course, we will be drinking out of the Beer Snobs Cheap Brew Review Green Label, sold out for 2024 already. You never drink alone, to be complimented by the painted leather patch Richardson's Trucker Cap, the green edition for 2024. Very nice, very bougie, also sold out. So there you go. Hey, thank you for your sub and support in Dry January. Speaking of Dublin, Ireland, I said, let's go ahead and by overwhelming request, I asked you on our Facebook page and also on YouTube, what non-alcohol brews would you like me to review for Dry January? And Guinness kept coming up. Again, as the rain starts to fall, a malt beverage with natural flavor. I don't know about that. Check out my previous reviews for non-alcohol beer for Dry January. So far, in the brew reviews for the NA beers, the non-alcoholic beers, they just taste like a husk of a beer. They taste so watered down, and it's almost like a beer zombie. It's kind of like a zombie beer. It moves and it looks like it's alive, but it's really dead inside. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, let's go ahead and pop the top on this. Actually, brewed in Dublin, Ireland. I don't know what part of the brewery they're making this in. I don't know if they have new employees brewing that or what, or how this works. If you're familiar, please let me know. Time to pop the top. And this is very identical to a traditional Guinness with the nitro widget inside. So we can go ahead and give it a nice aggressive pour right down the middle. Every one of you who has suggested Guinness Zero said it is a spot-on clone for Guinness. If a bartender served this to you in the bar, there's a chance that you may not even realize it's 0% alcohol. I'll be the judge on that. Pardon the shaking, but it is absolutely freezing out here as the rain is picking up, as the thermometer is dropping. It looks like a Guinness. Nice head right there with it. The green label, very Irish looking. Time for a nose, shall we? Let's give it a nose. While I'm nosing, let me know what you think of Guinness Zero, if you've had it already for Dry January. I don't know if I understand non-alcoholic beers. Many of you have said it's like decaf coffee. What's the point, you know? It smells like a Guinness. A lot of non-alcoholic beers, they have a weird sort of a funky smell to it, almost like a marijuana or like a foot fungus type of smell. But so far so good. I get the smell of Guinness like that. All right, here before the winter storm rolls in, grab yourself a brew. I don't want to drink alone, because here in the beer garden, you never drink alone. And let me know what you're drinking down below too while you're at it. Also remember, name and town, name and state, name and country where you're watching from. Appreciate that. All right, down the hatch on this 0% non-alcohol beer for Dry January. Sláinte. Wow. I got this at the package store for $8.99 a 4-pack or $7.99 a 4-pack. I don't know why these non-alcoholic beers are the same price as regular beer. Why? Most of them essentially taste like a soda. It's like a beer-flavored soda. Straight out of St. James Gate, Dublin, Ireland, at 60 calories a can. What's regular Guinness? 120, 125, something like that. There's your lacing. Of course, the lacing is the foam that sticks to the inside of the glass. I'm from the school of, if you have good lacing on a beer, that means quality ingredients are put in it. And I gotta be honest, I have absolutely no idea how they make non-alcoholic beer. Is it just the way, is it a traditional brewing method and they just don't put yeast in it? I don't know. Every single one of these I've had so far, and check out my other NA brew reviews for dry January, they all say malt beverage, and some of them say with natural colors added or natural flavor. I gotta tell you, if you don't like Guinness, you will hate this, as the sun is coming out now. If you love Guinness, which Guinness to me is probably one of the top 2 beers in the world to me. I can drink Guinness any day, anytime, any climate, any season, and it's just so smooth and refreshing to me, and it goes back to my Irish roots, I guess. I don't want to like it. I have to like it because of my DNA. The Irish side of the family is we're getting full sun here. Bizarre weather as the Guinness can just blew away. That is shockingly similar to a real Guinness. I may have to do a blind taste test after dry January so I can set down a proper Guinness and the NA Guinness to see if I can tell the difference. It tastes so similar to a real Guinness. It just doesn't have alcohol. It does taste slightly watered down. It does taste... Have you ever traveled to a foreign country and you have a beer that you're familiar with and it just tastes slightly different, usually because of the water if it's not an imported beer to that country? That's kind of what Guinness Zero tastes like. It tastes like Guinness, just something slightly different about it, taste-wise. But mouthfeel, it's this slightly watery. That's not really a good description of it. I would describe this mouthfeel and taste to a Murphy's. If you like Murphy's Irish Stout, which I do, I like Murphy's, it's very similar to a Murphy's Irish Stout. I would say closer to a Murphy's than a Guinness. But man, as far as a non-alcohol beer, and I'm going to rate this out of 5 stars, it is surprising. You could serve this up and someone would think it's an actual Guinness. But out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good non-alcoholic beer, and there haven't been any so far, I'm going to have to rank Guinness Zero at a 4.8 out of 5 stars. A non-alcoholic beer, I actually don't mind drinking. I just don't like the price for it. What did I say? $8.99 a 4-pack? I think that's what it was. But hey, maybe now I'm understanding why people drink non-alcoholic beer. You really get the taste. To me, I love the taste of Guinness. But if you don't want the alcohol, the calories, the buzz, and all that comes with the hangover, and all that comes with drinking alcohol, but you really love the taste, wow, mind blown. All right, so hey, again, town and state, town and country, where you're watching from, really appreciate it. Thank you for your sub and support. And let me know what brews you would like to see me review here on a Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review. It's a less than beautiful day here in the beer garden, but really, any day is a beautiful day to have a beer, right? So you grab yourself a beer and you drink that beer as the winter storm is coming in. Sláinte. Happy dry January. And I will see you in another A Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review.